What's up, everybody? This is the D to the L to the N, the DLN Sports, and this is the Cashline. Just wanted to jump on here with everybody, man, and hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Wish everybody good luck today. The Twitter world, the YouTube world, the Cashline world. So just want to hop on here real quick, man. Do this quick NBA preview for today. Got a good one going. I got a good one going in that early. I got the Dinwiddie, Lillard, Nurkic combination. They doing their thing. I got a good one. We all know how this can turn out, but I got a good one going on right now. Quick shout out to all my dudes, man, and the Cash Line, to all the new dudes that's joined, to the dudes that's been there with me from the beginning, EP and Seabird and EP, Seabird, all my dudes, man. Really appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all sticking in there with me and things like that, Mr. Hill and things like that. But we're gonna drop right into this, man. Got a big 9-game slate today. Like I said, I got a good one going in that early, but we're gonna jump into this. The first game is New York at Atlanta. This is projected at 207 points. New York, the Knicks is favored at 2. Yeah, the Knicks been balling lately. They actually starting to be favored. You know what I'm saying? And that's a rare occurrence. But the Knicks is favored by 2. On the Knicks side of the ball, we got that Jared Jack, Courtney Lee, Hardaway Jr., Porzingis, and Canner. On the Atlanta side of the ball, we got Schroeder, Bazemore, Prince, Collins, and Dedmon. Now, just to let y'all know the plays out of this game that I'm liking. It's Tim Hardaway Jr. at 6,600. Going back to Atlanta. These is his type games, y'all. These is his type games. You know he's going to shoot it. It's just a matter of he hitting his shot or not. But you know how a lot of times you can't follow that revenge narrative and things like that because, like you say, it depends on who that player is and how he feels about that team. But one thing about Hardaway Jr. I've noticed is every time he plays somebody that the team that he was on and stuff, like he goes off. Now, he goes crazy. So he's one of my lock and loads for the day. Is Tim Hardaway Jr. And on the other side at 4,800 is that Collins. Collins at 4,800, y'all. Collins at 4,800. Long as he start. He's been starting the last game or two. A lot of their bigs is out. They still got Ilyasova and Dedmon down there. But at that price, Collison at 4,800. Don't really like messing with the Knicks in that front court because Porzingis and Canner is changed that around as far as defensively down there. Them boys, you can't pick on them no more down there. And so Collins is my play out of this game. Him and Hardaway Jr. Porzingis is going to be a good play. I just don't like his price. And with all the value that's opened up with that Golden State game and with Durant and Green being out, Porzingis probably going to be one of my fades. But I wouldn't blame you if you played him. Moving on from there, we're going to Orlando at Boston. This is projected for 209 points. Boston's favored by 7.5. Best defensive team in the league. So what's that's going to tell me? I'm not going to mess with nobody from Orlando. Why pick on the best defensive team in the league if you ain't got to? I mean, there's probably some valuable plays over there, some plays you could probably pick out of there. I'm just not doing it. And I'm not picking on the best at defense. Now, on the Boston side of the ball, you got Kyrie Irving at 8,300. He is definitely in play. He's probably one of the only Boston people I'm going to mess with. I mean, you got your Browns and your Smarts and your Tatums. They all around that same price, and they can be good plays. It's just hard to pick which one. You know what I mean? It's hard from night to night. It's hard to pick which one going to go. So out of this Boston-Orlando game, y'all, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to have a little bit of Kyrie, no Orlando, and I'm going to keep it moving. So we're going to move on to this next game. This is Detroit at Oklahoma City. It's projected for 203 points. OKC is favored by 8.5. On the Detroit side of the ball, you got Jackson, Bradley, Johnson, Harrison, Drummond. On OKC, y'all know who it is. The big three. You got Westbrook, Anthony, and Paul George. You also got Sam Adams. Sam Adams down there, 5,200. That's a good price. That's a good price for Sam Adams. So I wouldn't blame you if you was gonna play him. I'm probably not gonna mess with nobody from this game. I was on Westbrook with the little revenge thing with him and Reggie Jackson. They don't really like each other and this and that. But like I say, when that Golden State value opened up, it changed my whole thing, because I was on Westbrook and a little bit of Reggie Jackson too. And like I say, I don't blame you if you do go back to him. But that's pretty much where I'm going. I'm not messing with Drummond down there, messing with Sam Adams and things like that. But you know how this DFS thing goes. He could end up going off, but I'm not going there. So I'm pretty much fading this whole game. I might have Westbrook in one line. And like I say, that Boston, Orlando, I'm pretty much fading everybody but Irving And that first game, the Knicks in Atlanta, I'm going Hardaway and Collins. So that's where I'm at so far. Next game we're going to talk about is going to be Charlotte at Cleveland. Now, this is projected for 220, 229. This is one of the big ones. This is one of the big projections right here, y'all. And on one side, you got Walker, Batum, Lamb. Nate Batum is out, so that opens Jeremy Lamb wide open. And he's another one of the players I got circled. So far, I got Hardaway, Collins, and right here we're going to Jeremy Lamb. You got Gilchrist, Kid Gilchrist, Marvin Williams, Dwight Howard. I believe Kemba Walker and Dwight Howard could be good plays in this game because we know how Cleveland gives it up. Now, one thing about it, I've been a Cleveland fan my whole life, and I know when they turn that switch on, and they starting to turn it on. They're getting better defensively. They're starting to be a better team. I think LeBron tired of seeing Kyrie up there getting all the pub and things like that. So I don't think you could pick on my Cavs like you could maybe a week or two ago. But you never know. You know what I mean? And like I don't really mess with Kemba and Dwight unless they're at home. But you never know with the Cavaliers. You could go at them. Now Shump's back in play. He's been upgraded to questionable. So that takes that Jose Calderon off the table if he plays. You know, and if he doesn't play, you could take that 3K punt with Calderon. But I'm not going there. On that side of the ball, on side of this game, I'm gonna keep it simple, y'all. It's gonna be about Jeremy Lamb on pretty much everything and LeBron James. Those are the people I got coming out of this game. Kevin Love is gonna be a valuable play. He could be a valuable play out of this game. I'm just not going there. Next game we're going to is Toronto at Indy at the Pacers. It's projected for 215. Toronto's favored by 2. You got your Lowry, DeRozan, who could be good plays, and I just can't never get them right. You know, I take Lowry, DeRozan goes off. I take DeRozan, Lowry goes off. I don't pick nobody from them. They both go off, and that's what keeps me away from them. But I couldn't blame you if you played either one of them or both. The Powell, the Ibaka's, the Valanciunas, I'm not really messing with that. Valanciunas at 4,800 could be a decent play, but he's just not getting the minutes. And CJ Miles is out. I'm not doing that Unubu thing. I did that all last week, and it never paid off. He hit value maybe once or twice, but it wasn't worth that 3K value. It ain't the same. So I'm pretty much going to leave him alone because if you 3K and I'm taking you at 3K, I'm trying to get 10X out of you. 7, 8, 9, 10X, not 5X where you get me 13, 14 points. You ain't going to kill my ticket. But if I'm taking somebody at 3K, I'm trying to get 6, 7, 8X out of you. You know what I mean? On the Indianapolis, on the Pacers side of the ball, you got Collison at 6K, Oladipo at 8K. You got your Bogo, Young, and Turner. Only person I would mess with out of this game pretty much is that Oladipo. He's been going off, and he's on a mission to prove his league that he deserves to play in this league. So that's pretty much where I would go. But I'm not too much on this game. Not too much on this game, but don't get me wrong. There's a lot of meat in here, man. That Lowry, that DeRozan, that Depot, Bogo at 4,500. He's been hitting value. You know what I mean? He shoots the ball. He's been hitting value, so you can take a look at some of them guys. But I'm gonna keep it moving out of here. I'm trying to keep my player pool somewhat short for a 9-game slate and live or die with it. You know what I'm saying? So moving on to that next game. We're going Miami. Miami at the Timberwolves. Projected at 208. Minnesota is favored by 4.5. On the Miami side of the ball, you got that Dragic, Richardson, Waiters, Winslow, Whiteside. Not really on none of them. If I'm gonna take anybody out of this game, it's gonna be Hassan Whiteside, and he's gonna make a couple of my lineups. I got him check mark. Don't got him circled, but he did get the check mark. Because on the other side, that Karl Anthony Town, he's a good NBA player. He's a good NBA player, but he's one of the worst defensive centers I've ever seen for somebody as good as he is. He is terrible at defense. Please believe it, and that's why I try to make sure I watch all the games and things like that. But yeah, if I was gonna take anybody out of this game, it would definitely be Hassan Whiteside. You got James Johnson and people like that coming off the bench, but I'm not going there. There's too much value out there. Next game we're going to. It's going to be Golden State at, New Orleans at Phoenix. This is another one of them bangers, y'all. Projected at 229 points with Boogie and Anthony Davis going. You know what I mean? You got Rondo, you got Holiday, you got more. But if I'm going to do anything on that side, it's probably going to be Davis or Cousins. at 10.7, Davis, Cousins at 11.4. Now, I used to mess with Rondo a little bit, but he just scares me. Holiday used to be the play as far as that backcourt, but with Rondo in there, he's taking a lot of his usage because Holiday ain't handling the ball as much. It's pretty much all Rondo. And then on the other side, you got Phoenix. You can play that Ulis boy at 4,100. That's a good price. That's a good price, especially in a high-paced game like this. That's a good price, but I'm not going to mess with it. You got that Devin Booker and T.J. Warren. If I liked anybody off of that side, it would probably be that T.J. Warren. And I'm telling y'all where I'm going to, that Greg Monroe. That Greg Monroe at, I believe, is at 4,800 because going up against Davis and Cousins, what I notice other teams do, you got to play the biggest people on your team, even if they ain't all that. And Monroe's a good center. So I think Monroe's going to get a lot of run tonight. I think Tyson Chandler's going to get a lot of run tonight because Davis and Cousins will eat Alex Len apart, eat him up. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm going out of this game. It's pretty much going to be Monroe, Davis, or Cousins. And that Tyson Chandler could be a sneaky pick because he's going to get a lot of run against these big boys. Next game is going to be Memphis at Denver, projected at 208 points. Denver's favored by 6.5. Jokic was somewhat questionable, looked like he going to play. Chandler somewhat questionable, looked like he going to play. On that Denver side of the ball, I like that Will Barton. That Murray and that Harris at 5,200, 5,100, both good plays. I just can't never pick them right. There's certain people, man, I just can't pick them right. But Will Barton and Chandler, especially if Chandler goes to that power forward position starting. One thing y'all know about me, any small forward that goes to the power forward position and is starting, I'm playing him. As long as he is an athletic player, I'm playing. Now, the only thing holds me back a little bit on Chandler is the fact that he's questionable. He got a sore back, but that's where I'm going. And as far as Memphis go, not messing with him. Not messing with him. If anybody, it would be Gasol at 7,900 and that Mario Chalmers at 5,300. I play Mario Chalmers at 4,100, 3,800, 4,300, 4,500. But 5,300, it takes his upside away. So I'm not going there. Last game, this is the big bamboozle, y'all. This is the big bamboozle. This is Chicago at Golden State, projected for 215. It was projected to be a 19-point blowout, but now we just got news that Durant and Draymond Green is out. Ooh-wee. Y'all know what that means. It is Steph Curry time. Please believe it. Now, he's one of the players I can't pick right. So between Steph Curry and Thompson on that side, and this is where the value is, y'all. Iguodala, Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell was drafted by the Bulls and they got rid of him, didn't act like they didn't want him. So he got Avengers. You got Iguodala, you got Nick Young, you got Omar Caspi probably starting. So that's where the value is. And then you can also, I wasn't looking at no Chicago players, but now with Thompson, with Durant and Green out, you can go to Chicago. You can go to Chicago. You can go to Dunn. You can go to Holiday. You can go to Valentine. You can go to Marketing because that whole team changes now. So it's a whole different look, y'all. So but out of this game, I like Marketing on the Bull side, going up against either Iguodala or Caspi or somebody like that, maybe Jordan Bell. And on the Golden State side, it's about Curry and Thompson. And then you got to find one of them low balls so you can go up back earlier and pay up and get you a LeBron or a Boogie or a Davis. You know what I mean? But so on the Golden State side, I got Curry circled, I got Thomas circled, I got Iguodala circled, I got Bell circled, I got Markanian, and I got Caspi circled. So throughout the day, as the news comes out, we'll weed that down and know where that is, and go into the cash line and do our little group thing that we do and break that down. And by the time lock go, we'll be ready. So like I said, man, I just want to hop on here, man, and do this quick NBA preview. Shout out to y'all. Wish everybody good luck. YouTube, Twitter, especially that Cashline world. Shout out to all my dudes, man, in the Cashline, getting to that money and trying to be profitable DFS players. So good luck tonight, y'all. Like I told you, I got a good one going in that early, for real. And hopefully that pans out. And hope don't nobody get hurt or bumped in the head or nothing crazy. But y'all know how this DFS thing is. But everybody have a good day. And y'all know what it is, man. Cashline, baby.